Welcome back to my Cyber Defenders channel. In the second part of my video, we are diving deeply into network security and administration. Today, we will explore together how to configure Squid and SquidGuard, essential components for web caching, and learn how to set up and optimize Squid and SquidGuard configuration to enhance network performance and enforce internet usage policies. But that's not all. We will also explore the powerful tools ntop and Snort, and I will walk through step by step on how to configure them effectively. If you are looking to bolster your network defenses or optimize its performance, this video has something for everyone. So focus with me and get ready to level up your network security and administration skills.
May I ask you a question before we start? Can you explain to us what is a proxy server?
Yeah, sure. Well, a proxy server is a system or router that provides gateway between users and the internet. Therefore, it helps prevent cyber attacks from entering a private network.
So interesting. So how to use a proxy?
Some people use proxy for personal purposes, such as hiding their location while watching movies online, for example. For a company, however, they can be used to accomplish several key tasks, such as improve security, control key websites, employees, and staff access in the office, balance internet traffic to prevent crashes.
Impressive. And what is the connection between proxy servers and security? I mean, how do proxy servers contribute to improving security within a network?
Well, a proxy server acts as intermediary between users and the internet, allowing them to access online resources while adding an additional layer of security by intercepting and inspecting traffic passing through the proxy. Administrators can implement security measures such as content filtering, malware detection, and access control.
That's amazing. Can you now tell me how does Squid, a popular caching proxy server, enhance security within a network environment?
Well, Squid play a critical role in security by offering features such as access control list, authentication mechanism, and SSL/TLS interception. With Squid, administrators can enforce policies that restrict access to specific websites or categories of content, preventing users from accessing potentially harmful or inappropriate material.
I understand. And what about SquidGuard?
SquidGuard is URL redirector used for web filtering and access control. It works in tandem with Squid to enforce granular policies regarding web access and content consumption. With SquidGuard, administrators can define rules based on URL patterns, allowing them to block access to malicious websites. Also, SquidGuard supports time-based access control, enabling administrators to restrict access to certain websites during specified periods such as working hours.
That's a great thing. So can you start explaining to us how to configure this security network tools?
Sure. In the last time, we already installed Squid and SquidGuard together, and we created a certificate SSL2. So now we will go to Services and Squid Proxy Server, and from here we can simply start to configure our proxy. First of all, we activate with Enable Squid Proxy, and here we have the network interface according to which our proxy will operate. We go Local Cache, and here there are a lot of options. We are not going to focus on all of them, but I will explain the most important. So here, for example, you have the maximum size of the cache on the hard drive. So here is 100 mega. And in other option, you have the type of storage in which is going to be used on the hard disk. So UFS is the most optional for us. I will leave it. Also, you can anytime make a little clearer of the disk cache. And of course, the setting in which be able to be memory oriented. And the more users you have on your network, the more you have loads. You can specify more dedicated RAM. Why? Because at the level of the proxy server, especially at the level of PSNs, it will consume a lot of resources. So here I will not get into the explanation and I come back to general setting. So we click to switch on the Squid service, and as you see here, we have the proxy interface on which proxy will operate. The proxy port is 3128 in usually. Here, enabling the transparent proxy. And here in this level, it's simply part of direction the traffic to the proxy server. So overall, enable transparent HTTP proxy basically mean that instead of manual configuration each device to use the proxy server, it's like having a traffic cap at intersection directing all cars through a specific route without the driver need to know or do anything different. But there is a problem here, is we cannot enable authentication. Why? Because transparent proxy is like a hidden middleman that intercepts web traffic without client knowing. But authentication is needing a password to access the internet. So if we try to use them both, then using the hidden proxy, client don't know it's there. So they don't provide password. But without the password, they can't access the internet through the proxy. So we are not enable it for now. I hope you understand me. Now, to allow proxy server to inspect encrypted HTTP traffic, we enable SSL. In here, we choose the split all to allow for more comprehensive and efficient SSL filtering. Now we go down a little bit and we choose the certificate that we have created. I'm not going too much in detail for now. I think that's everything. And we save. Now we go to authentication. We can here personalizing the internet experience for users without an organization, also enforcing access control policies and enhancing security. Here I will choose local to make just a simple example, but you can choose any methods that you need, like radios, captive portal, and more. And we save. Also, we can create users. This enables to track and monitor who is accessing on the internet, which can be useful for auditing purposes. Here in ACL, I will specify the network which have the right to use proxy, and also we can specify the whitelist and the blacklist. Here, for example, I will blacklist Facebook and YouTube as a simple example. And I save. Now, let's configure our SquidGuard. We go to Services, then Proxy Filter SquidGuard. We check Enable to activate the package. Here in Login option, we enable GUI log and log. Administrators can easily see what's happening with web filtering and access control. Now we enable blacklist to use blacklist and we enter a blacklist URL into the field and we save. Now we navigate to the blacklist and we download the URL. And when we finish downloading, which is takes sometimes usually, we open common ACL page. We check do not allow IP address in URL, means that users cannot access websites directly by typing in their IP address. This helps to improve security and make browsing the internet easier for users. Also, we check enable to log and we save. Here, in blacklist, you will typically find entries for websites URL or domain names that are malicious or otherwise undesirable. Now we choose deny on VPN, which means we block access to websites or domain associated with VPN services. Now we finish our configuration with Squid and SquidGuard. Let's move quickly to install and configure our ntop and Snort. As usual, we go to System, Package Manager, and here we can install ntop. Then we navigate to Diagnostic and we click on ntop setting. We activate it and we specify another password for access to administration part. And we save. Next, we go to Access ntop. In this interface, you find much more information and tools for monitoring and analyzing network traffic. Here in Dashboard, you find a summary view of key statistics such as most active protocols and recent network events. So also, ntop provides a live feed of network traffic showing you what's happening on your network at any given moment. So you can see which devices are communicating and what protocols they are using. Also, ntop breaks down network traffic by protocols, allowing you to see which protocols are most commonly used on your network. And also, ntop can alert you to potential security breaches and help you to take appropriate action. So after we installed Snort, we can go there by going to Services and Snort. Now with this tool, there is a few things that you need to understand. In first step, I suggest doing some tweaks with the global setting. First, we will enable Snort VRT. Now this is going to be the rules that we are going to be downloaded from Snort. So if I click here, it will ask for IN code, and you will get that code by going to sign up a free account. And with these rules, you can still work as IP and ID with them. So let me quickly log into my Snort. But for you, you have to create an account first. And this is your IN code, is what you will be copying into your Snort configuration. Other thing that I can recommend is you can enable Snort GPLv2, which is just a community rules. Also, there is External Threads Pro as well, which is in essence going to work very similar to their Snort license. So you can click that. We can enable that app ID, which is just going to allow us to see applications are being used. We can enable that staff Feudo tracker botnets. This is allow us also to see some stuff regarding botnet then. Now with the rules update setting, we can essentially say how often we want to update our rules or new rules from Snort services. We can also specify that at the time of the day and we save. So this is the global setting. Let's look at the Snort interfaces and let's add an interface. I'm just going to enable interface, and here with IP blocker, well, this is very important because if you are setting this automatically blocks offenders and the IP that you want to block is both, that means that the source and destination will blocked. So if a hacker is trying to get in your system, then the IPS is going to block the hacker's IP and also will block everyone is trying to connect to. So that's maybe a little dangerous. And for that, I will block the IP that are being sourced, which means I will block just the hacker address. I think that's all. And I will save our configuration and move to one categories. Here I will check use IPS policy. This will give me some easy policy list that I can work with, and I will set this to security. It's like an easy policy list that I can work with. So it's like an easy mode how to use this, and I save. Here in one rules, so here I can see that I'm going to use the IPS policy security, which is very important thing. So if I don't use that, then it's just using the default stuff here. I will check auto rules disable. It's like lets you customize your security setup to fit your network easily. This helps in avoiding unnecessary alerts, improving performance, and making sure you are focusing on the right kinds of threats. And also, I will enable application ID detection. This will give your security system extra smart to better protect your network by spotting and stopping potential threat hiding within different applications. Well, you can imagine a bad guy trying to sneak in by pretending to be harmless, like hiding in a crowd at a party. But with this high-tech glasses, your security system can spot them, even if they are trying to blend in with normal traffic. Now we can go to one IP reputation. We're going to enable IP reputation so the system can also do a lookup at an IP reputation and base it off that reputation, and he can also block traffic if he has a bad reputation, like if people send in spam emails, so this will stop them to connecting from you. And we're done here, I guess. We will back to our Snort interfaces. This will be disabled, so we click on play button to get it running, and I will enable the Snort system against my one interface. And now we should be able to start seeing alerts and seeing stuff being plugged. So, in this video we have explored the powerful capabilities of Squid and SquidGuard for web filtering and access control, as well as the enhanced network monitoring and security provided by ntop and Snort. These tools provide a comprehensive solution for managing, monitoring, and securing our network environments. So I hope you have enjoyed with this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.